How's it going, everybody? My name is Absalom, and welcome to my ALL Collectibles series for The Last of Us 2. In this video, I'll be covering Chapters 4 and Chapters 5, which is Seattle Day 3 and The Park. So let's get started with the first subchapter called Road to the Aquarium, which has 10 collectibles in total. Alright, at the start of the chapter, you're going to see the red glow of the stage curtains, so hang a left, and over here on the PA system, you'll find trading card number 1. Alright, after embarking on your journey, you're going to get to a warehouse where there's going to be a bunch of blue doors. Go to the second blue door on the right and then crawl under this rubble right here, and you'll find workbench number 1 over here on the wall. And once you finish crafting, all you have to do is just turn around, and then trading card number 2 is on the opposite desk. Alright, once you progress to the part where you have to swim for the first time, there's a parking deck on the left, so after you clear out all the infected, head to the back left corner where this ramp is, and you'll find artifact number 1 over here by this body on the ground. The story path will progress you to this pretty big bookstore over here, and there's going to be a giant slab of rubble. If you crawl underneath that, you'll find trading card number 3 over here on this bookshelf. The next collectible is artifact number 2, and it's just on the opposite side of the bookstore over here by the Alice in Wonderland area of this bookstore, and it'll be on top of this desk right here. From that same desk, just turn around, and on the mushroom over here on the wall, you'll get journal entry number 1 just by interacting with the giant mushroom. Moving on, artifact number 3 is a little bit further down the story path where you'll see this giant scaffold next to these big 2 buildings, so hop up on the scaffold and go to the second floor on the building to the right, and you'll find the artifact up against this brick wall. Towards the end of the chapter, you're going to get to this building where you have to climb up all these different platforms, and it's going to have a bunch of creepy mannequins. So once you get here, you're going to have to go to the left over here, and then you'll find workbench number 2 over here tucked away in this back corner. For the last collectible, the story path will lead you to this area where the lights are all out, and you can drop down into this room full of bookshelves. Head to the left and then hop over this bookshelf, and once you hop over it, turn immediately around, and you'll be able to find trading card number 4 tucked away. Alright, now we're going to head into the next subchapter called The Flooded City, which has 12 collectibles. The first one is trading card number 1, and you're going to get a boat eventually, and you'll be able to go through this building. When you get to the end of that, it'll block your path with a gate, and once that happens, hop out and then head over to this room where there's this desk, and you'll find trading card number 1. Alright, from that room that we just left, I went up the stairs. You can see it just across the way right there, and then you turn around and go to this window where you'll get journal entry number 1. Now, still looking at that window, just turn to the left, and there's a body over here where you'll find artifact number 1 right here on the ground. Now, in that same area on the other side of that hallway, you can move this cart out of the way and then go prone and crawl underneath all this rubble. When you do so, you can hop through this window, and safe number 1 will be right here inside of this chained fence, and the combination that you need to put in is 70, 12, 64. This boat area feels a little bit open world, so I want to remind everybody that all the collectibles up until this point are in the same room, and you actually can't miss this room because you'll get blocked by a gate and won't be able to progress until you open it. So when that happens, go ahead and look for all these collectibles. After you open that gate, you'll be able to drive around in your boat, and you're going to get to this part with this S-curve, and there's going to be a building with this giant blue front. Once you get there, get out of your boat, and you'll find workbench number 1 over here on the left. For artifact number 2, your visual cue will be if once you see a bridge with falling train cars coming off of it, hang a right, and you're going to see this body next to a lantern where you'll be able to pick up artifact 2. Next, for artifact 3, those train cars that you saw falling off that bridge, you'll be able to climb up of them if you head to the left of that bridge, go to the back side, and then you can actually climb up all of the train cars. At that point, there's going to be a cable that you can toss through this skylight, hang down, and you'll have to drop down a little bit below the train car and then swing over to this platform. Once you do that, then you can just climb back up into the next train car and pick up artifact 3 over here on the right. Now, also, just for fun facts, this is a great place to take out all the Seraphites that are across the way in that building that's on fire. Play this however you want to, but I found that to be the best. Moving on to artifact 4, and oh wait, this is where you climb up to artifact number 3 for a visual reference on where you get to that previous collectible. But now move across to the building on fire with all the Seraphites after hopefully you've sniped them all, and then up here on the second floor you'll find artifact number 4, and it's going to be on the left wall behind this sheet of glass, and it's going to be right here. Okay, artifact number 5 is going to be in the arcade, so you'll know you're here when you break through the glass, and this is storyline path, so you won't miss it. But once you make it to the arcade, head over here to these booths, and you'll find this flyer on top of this table. Moving on to workbench number 2, if you take a left from that previous collectible and head up the stairs, you'll be able to find the workbench across the room on the other side. For the next one, you actually get rewarded in typical gamer fashion after beating the boss. You get your prize, so come over here to the prize wall, and you'll be able to open it up and grab trading card number 2 on the display case right over here, on the left side, actually, right here. Now for the last collectible of this subchapter, head upstairs. You have to go through the prize wall to get to this staircase. Once you make it up here, then you're going to see PC Cafe. Hang a left, and the artifact number 6 will be on the wall right here. Alright, now you can move on to the last subchapter of Chapter 4, Infiltration, and I like the name Naughty Dog, it was clever, so thank you. But this one, there's only one collectible in this chapter, and after you fight the dog, then you'll make your way over to this room with the red rugs, and you'll look for this blue duffel bag right here, and once you interact with it, journal entry number 1 will trigger as soon as you put away the necklace. Alright, that's all the collectibles for Chapter 4, and now I'm going to move on to Chapter 5, because this is more of a transitional chapter, and there's only 3 collectibles. So let's get started with the first set of collectibles. Alright, first up we have artifact number 1 and 2, and this is actually a pair because it can be found in your backpack. So open up your backpack and scroll over to artifacts, and you have to open up both of them for them to count as collected. And let's not even talk about how long it took to figure out that Abby had decided to collect these and put them in her backpack. Alright, once you make it out of the woods, you're going to see a gazebo over here on the right. You can find artifact number 3 over here on the bench, and it'll just be on the left side. Alright, let's move on to the last collectible of Chapter 5. So, once you make it into this bathroom here, a rat is going to knock a bottle out of that trash can, toss the bottle through the window, and then once you hop through, you'll find coin number 1 on this dumpster. And these are basically like the playing cards that Ellie was picking up, except Abby likes to collect coins. Alright, that's everything for Chapter 4 and 5, and now we're roughly halfway through the game and on our way for the Platinum Trophy. I'll be uploading Chapter 6 as soon as I can, and I thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Absalom, and I hope to see you in my next video.